Hi, my Sagittariuses, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Of course, I'm Debbie, and I'm reading for February 23rd through March 1st. Trying to hold on to my voice, so sorry if I have a little bit of I don't know, a little cough or something, but I am reading for the 23rd to 1st. We will get through this. Lots of changes, lots of shifting of planets are in the works right now. We are feeling the changes. Now, we are in Pisces season. Remember that these are general readings, may or may not resonate. So take what you like, leave the rest. Also, too, I do have an overview, something about new opportunities. Things are happening. So go please watch it. It'll fill in some of the stuff that I'm talking about. Okay? Okay. So my adventurous Sagittarius, have you been in a little bit of a funk? Because the funk is changing. It'll be more so when we get closer to that Aries energy, but a lot of things are shifting into Aries, right? As they're moving closer, and we are going into Mercury retrograde. So we are not quite there yet, but we are in that the shadow of the retrograde. So let's see what we have. Archangel Michael, what do you want to tell our Sagittariuses? What would be a good word for them to know? Here we go. Very true, Sagittariuses. Have you been taking care of yourself? Have you been loving on yourself? Prioritize self-care. Yeah, I do see this with a lot of my Sages. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Now, sometimes that means you have to ask for help, and it is okay to ask for help, okay? I know it's not easy to do that, but it is okay. I give you permission. How's that? But you need to prioritize self-care. You need to be the one to say, hey, enough is enough. And, you need to do something where you make yourself know that you are very important, Sages, okay? You do, like it says, you do a lot for others. So let's see. Higher power, what else for your Sagittarius for this week? What else for your Sagittariuses for this week? Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. All 3 cards are reversed. So that has some strong meanings to it. Let's see. First card. 5 of water. Okay, the 5 of water is, 5 is change. Water is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer and Pisces are very strong right now. It's spiritual, it's emotional, it's fluid energy too. It's just kind of this outpouring. I feel like it's this outpouring of, why did this all have to happen? Why is things going like this? I don't understand. Then the 5 of water comes up and says, I know it's been rough. I know it's been a change in your life, a change in the things that have been very stable for you. But it had to happen this way because you have to be open. We had to take something away so that you would be open for your new step, for your next step. Okay. And I have had that where I felt like the rug was pulled out, like a tower moment. The rug was pulled out of my feet, whether it be with a job or any type of relationship. And it was like, whoa. And it was a little bit hard to get my equilibrium back. But then when you look back, you're like, wow, if that hadn't have happened, even though it was rough, I would not be where I'm at now. And I'm much happier where I'm at now, if that makes sense. And I hope that does. I hope that does resonate. Things not turning out the way you'd hoped, but you're not seeing the positive in a situation. Crying over spilt milk. Next card, reversed. Queen of Fire. So Queen's underlying energy is that water energy again. Fire is your energy, my Sages. Also, it is Aries. It is Leo. Very big, very passionate energy. So it is emotional. It is loving energy, but it's bigger than life energy. And it's like saying, you know what? Maybe something like this had to happen, but it put me in a place where I had to be bigger than normal. I had to go out and do something. So, I'm going to just give an example. Like maybe there was something, maybe you were up for a promotion, maybe you were up, maybe there was a job change and you weren't necessarily pleased with that. But what that did was that made you want something more, okay? And so maybe then you went to HR and asked, what is out there then? I want to grow. Or maybe there is something that you said, you know what, maybe I'm going to start my own little business, not quitting my job. I'm not saying that, but maybe I'm starting something more. The Queen of Fire is all that and more, okay? So the Queen of Fire, very much confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. She tells you to stretch your wings and fly. Do not underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So it's kind of like whatever this was, it made you stand up and be noticed. Okay? Next card, reversed again. The Four of Air. Now this is interesting too. So things are shifting. There, whatever this was, the Queen of Fire says you need to, stand up and be noticed. But then the Four of Air comes along for stability, organization, and leadership. Air is our Aquarius, Gemini, and our Libra. But the Four of Air says time to rest, time to take a vacation. I'm going to say as you're getting this energy to go up, it's kind of like, yes, my Queen of Fire is pushing me forward. The Four of Air is telling me to hold back just a little bit, okay? And I don't know about you, but there has been times when I have gone against what I really wanted to do, okay? So I don't know, how do I explain this? It's like, normally I'd be like, okay, okay, chill. And then I'm like, no, I'm not going to chill this time. I'm going to speak up. I'm going to do what I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to be a little bit different than what I am. And then I find out that I should have chilled. Okay. It's like, oops, open mouth, insert foot. So I'm not quite sure if that's what we're talking about here, but something happens, you stand up, you be confident, know your worth. Then, maybe it's about you laying it on the table and then you stepping back. Okay. It might be that, but the Four of Air tells you to chill. The Four of Air tells you to rest. The Four of Air tells you to, connect with God, connect with source, meditate. But it also tells you to, just to hold off a bit. Okay. So something's pushing you forward, be very confident with that. But then, be very wise and, be very, very, I don't know, like I said, this is pushing you forward, but then this is telling you, let things play out a little bit more. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. And it could even be that maybe you didn't get the job because they have, if this was a job situation, you didn't get the job because they had something better waiting for you. Okay. And remember, prioritize self-care. Take care of yourself. Okay. Let's see what else we might have here. So it's a little conflicting with this, my Sagittarius, is see how this works out. It is, again, have confidence, know your worth. But then again, and put it out there, but then don't make any drastic, don't go in and say, well, if you don't give me this job, I'm quitting. Do not do that. But you can say, I am perfect for this job. I am perfect for stability here. I am, be very confident. And then once you cast the dice or the die, cast the dice or die, and see where the chips may fall. Okay, let's see. Higher power. What else for your Sagittariuses? What else? Seven of air energy. So this is that one. This is that Seven of Swords, the Seven of Air, and seven says you are being protected. But there is somebody that's not necessarily working to your benefit, okay? Now, it could be you that's having some deception and envy, or it could be somebody that's trying to keep you from succeeding. Again, though, that seven is that divine protection. So you need to kind of relook at your situation. Maybe somebody you've been trusting a little bit too much has been taking that trust and misusing it. It could be. But again, you might have to pull back again from some of the people that you've been sharing. Maybe you've been oversharing. So you have to kind of pull back a little bit on that, okay? So just be aware. But that 7 does say you are being protected. Okay? So interesting. And again, I can see why it says then to go back to your self-care, to take care of yourself. Maybe maybe you've been helping somebody else. This kind of reminds me again, and again, I'm not saying that this is a job, but jobs are so much easier to explain. But this is where, you're helping somebody really succeed, and then all of a sudden they wind up being your boss. And you're like, what? 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 So that kind of gives me that vibe. So again, the Queen of Fire and the prioritizing your self-care. I don't know. Take care of yourself, okay? You don't have to, I don't know. There's been many people that have climbed on other people's shoulders. So I don't know what that's about, but it's not a bad reading for the week. It is about being aware. And like I said, that 7 is a divine protection. But it might be, but be aware of of people that you help, and then they go in and they're like, oh yes, and they take credit for your work, all of that. So be aware of that person. Take care of yourself. Okay, how's that? Okay, the awareness is there, and sometimes this is about you stepping back and letting them succeed or not succeed. Okay, what crystal or energy is there for my Sagittariuses? Orange calcite. Helps to boost your self-esteem, expressing sexuality, psychological healing, energetic living. Interesting with that. So it's a little conflicting. It is a thing of being aware, but like I said, take what you like, leave the rest. But it's also, the big thing is, I'm going to say, this is a week. It's not selfish for you to take care of yourself this week, okay? It's not selfish for you to look out for your own interests. Okay. Do me a favor, my Sages. If you would help me by doing all that stuff down there, I would so appreciate it. Hit the like button and do all that. As always, though, my Sagittariuses, and remember this, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.